Hey friends, Ash here, welcome back to Gents. There's no time, we have to rank. Today, Rayhaan fragrances, they will feel my wrath. I'm gonna let you guys know what is the best, what is the worst from the brand, starting off with number 10 in today's list. This one right here, Ocean Rush. Now to be fair, I do actually have another one, so I've got 11, but 10 just sounds nicer. And number 11 would be underneath this one. It's called Cordova, and that one smells a little bit like Gucci Guilty Absolute. So kind of in that style, you know, really leathery, a little medicinal. Just a lot of people probably not gonna dig on that one, but that's okay, that's okay. So why is Ocean Rush down here in 10th place? Well, I'll tell you, the opening of this one, it smells kind of like Windex. So it's got kind of, it's got that kind of like you sprayed something on your window and you and clean it and then you go sniff it. Yeah. Now, as far as clones, this one is supposed to be, I believe, like Versace Pour Homme, Allure Homme Sport meets Light Blue Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. But bros, let me tell you. Now listen to me. As much as this one is one that you probably want to stay away from, the ones that are gonna be over on this side of the table, they are some of the best clones, period, nowadays. We are spanning the whole gamut. We are starting off with like, and we're gonna end up like, I actually didn't make any, that's like the same stupid Momo friggin' voice. It starts bad, it ends good. Number 9, ooh, it's very similar looking bottle style. This one right here is Fresh Wave. And kind of funny, the first clone fragrances that I purchased from Rayhaan, yeah. So my introduction to the brand was, throwing it back a little bit, but it felt like Ashton Kutcher was about to bust through the wall like the Kool-Aid man and be like, you've been punked! We've been messing with you. Those aren't even the real clones. We put Windex, carcinogens, we put those in the bottle. You got cancer now. You've been punked. That's what it felt like. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Fresh Wave. It's, you know, it's kind of like Cool Water, Green Irish Tweed in that style. It dries down pretty soapy, comparatively speaking, but when you spray this on, you can tell what's going on. I do think, especially in the opening, way better than this dude over here, but still, everything past this point is infinitely better. So if we're doing tier lists, let's do tier lists now. I just changed the rules. D tier. Next up, Imperia Intense. And this one, I'd probably put in B, like we're skipping C. C don't exist. We're moving straight past it up to the B tier. This one, Imperia Intense, to me smells like Parfum Somali Pegasus, which means it could also remind you of stuff like Gucci Guilty Elixir, because that one's got like a little bit of Pegasus styling to it, but it reminds me more of Pegasus with that sort of almondy type feel. It has a little more spice to it than Pegasus does, but it reminds me of that one. And it's actually really well done. Like this one is good. The quality is nice, way higher than what's going on over here. This is more so just a personal thing. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of Pegasus, so that's a me thing. That's a me problem, you know? I need to see a therapist about it. I need to work on myself. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Pegasus. So that's really why it's in the B tier. If you're a huge fan of Pegasus, you know, maybe you bump it up to A. But for me, I will put it right there with the understanding, as I've said a couple times now, that there is a gap right here, okay? There is a gap. Be aware. There's a small table right here. I'm gonna post up like Captain Morgan. Can you tell? Yeah, I guess so. You can see I'm wearing shorts. I am wearing shorts. Just in case somebody's like, he's nude. No. Guys, let me tell you something. Come closer. Closer. Too close. When it comes to Rayhaan fragrances, clone fragrances, look, you want to be buying at the discounter, am I right? Where would you even buy it full retail? I don't even know. Perfumania. Don't do that. By the way, my fragrances, Michael Malone X Gents, they're available for Perfumania. Here they are. Check them out. Look at that. West Loop, South Slope. It's good. It's good. You can find them there. I creatively directed those. But you want to buy these at discounters, you want to save money. I got codes for you to save money. And here they are. Feast your eyes upon these digits. The JOMASHOP codes only work within the JOMASHOP app, so you got to have that app. Get that app, use those codes. Gift Express, that code is just always changing apparently. Well, Gents 15, that's the code, but what I mean is it gets you 15% off over 400 bucks, 10% off under. It used to be a different dollar amount, but now you can use it unlimited times. It's like a game genie, a game shark, a game cheat code. You can keep using it. All the other codes are as always, as you see on your screen. So if you shop at those stores, which you should be, use those codes. We are moving on up, and this one, you know what? I'm gonna put this between B and A? What would that be? B and a half. Pacific. So Pacific came out at the same time as this one, and it was the one talked about the most, and that makes sense. It's the star of the show. Like if you compare this to these two, this one is just better. This one is gonna be in that Invictus style, could remind you of Rasasi Hawass, Legend Spirit, just a lot of fragrances that are, as I said, in that Invictus style. It's fresh, it's sweet, it's a compliment puller, it's very easy to wear, and in terms of the quality, to me, this one, like I said, it's just so much higher than these. So even though all three of these came out at the same time, if you're unfamiliar with these three, you see them and you're like, well, they're probably all kind of similar. They are not. The one that you want of these is this one. You don't want to smell like Windex. The next one, exact same tier. We're gonna say B and a half, and it is Imperia by, of course, Rayhaan. I just got locked into that thing where I say the fragrance by the fragrance house name, and it's like, they're all Rayhaan, idiot. So Imperia, this one is a clone of Aventus, yeah. So Imperia Intense, even though it's the intense version of this, actually doesn't smell like an intense Aventus. Go figure. It also does not smell like Absolute Aventus, because you might be thinking that. Well, okay, yeah, Absolute Aventus, that makes sense. No, as I said, to me, more Pegasus-y, Pegasi-y. But this one is unmistakably Aventus, it sure is. So you could say on the one hand, well, Aventus clones, man, there's a lot of those. I don't care about that. Then on the other hand, you could say, but it is really well done. So yeah, both those things are true. Definitely on the smoother side as far as Aventus clones go. You know, it doesn't have that like astringent opening or anything. It's got a nice balance to it, a little bit woodsy, not really smoky. It has a nice citrus off the top, some oak moss as it dries down. It's well put together, the performance is pretty good as well, and it's cheap. Just a solid Aventus clone. And everybody can use one of those, right? Right? Now we move up one more half tier to the A tier with Rayhaan Elixir. This one is a clone of Le Male Elixir, and it's very, very well done. It does an extremely good job at capturing that sweetness with that little hint of darkness that Le Male Elixir has. It smells great right off the top, so it's not got anything to do with these over here where you're smelling it and thinking, oh, what's going on? The blend is good. The sweetness, extremely appealing, big compliment puller, just very, very well done. And at the price point, a steal. Rayhaan Elixir is probably, no, not the first one. So I was trying to think, there's one before this that I got that like really opened my eyes, like, oh, they can do really good stuff. But this was one that came right after that, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I think they're figuring it out. I think they've got it locked down now. So Rayhaan Elixir right there. The next one, I'm bumping up another half. So this is like an A and a half, between A and S tier. And it is Corium. Ooh, that is good. This one especially if you can get it on like the mad cheap, because when I bought it, I think it was like 20 bucks or something. What's it going for now? Yeah, it's like 23 now. Nuts quality, so good. It's got this kind of like faux leatherette wrapping, so a little different looking than all these over here. And it's a clone of Stronger With You Leather by Emporio Armani, and it does a really good job. So it gets very, very close to that scent. It even has that like, that little spicy, almost like tang, the way that Stronger With You Leather almost like tickles your nose a little bit with the sweet, spicy pop that it has. This has got that too. Great quality. For the price point, like 20 bucks, 23 bucks, insane. And it's a much better deal nowadays, which it already is a good deal, but Stronger With You leather, when I bought this, you could still find it every discounter pretty easily. And it was actually one of the cheaper Stronger With You. It's not as cheap as like the OG Stronger With You or anything, but you know, it wasn't crazy expensive. Nowadays though, Stronger With You leather on eBay going for over 200 bucks for a 100 ml size bottle. So that means you can get this for essentially 10% the cost of Stronger With You leather. It's fantastic. Number 3 is Lion. This one has a magnetic cap. But I will not let that sway me and make me put it up higher on the list. It's still though, very, very good and going to be S tier. So this one right here is a clone of Ultramall by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And I know what you're saying, there's other clones of Ultramall out there, and that's absolutely true, but this one right here is strong. This lasts, this projects, and it smells great while doing so. It gets a lot of attention. You can wear it through the evening during fall, winter, spring. During summer, I'd probably go something else because again, it's packing a pretty good punch, and Ultramall itself, I wouldn't really rock with that during summer either. It does have like this kind of AI generated looking lion. At least it looks AI generated to me. Let me know what you think. It looks pretty But this right here, this is amazing as an Ultramall alternative. I know 9 PM super duper popular and for good reason, but if you want one that's even stronger, more of a push, that's the one. Now the top 2 are like S plus for me. I guess we'll just leave them in the S tier because I don't think S plus is a tier, but these are like, the best of the best. These are the top Rayhaans. Like if you're gonna look just for 1 or 2, probably these, and I guess that one, and this one too. Yeah, the top 4 are my favorite. Like the top 4, easily my favorite. I know there's just a small gap as far as the tiers go between these, but like the top 4 are just the ones that I have gotta have. Crimson, yeah, Crimson is, oh. Now I am a big fan of Centaurus though, Creed Centaurus. I think it's great. If you don't like Creed Centaurus, you're not gonna like this because it is very, 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 very close to that scent. It's extremely sweet. It's a great tobacco fragrance. To me, it smells fantastic, just really attention grabbing. Gonna be fall, winter time scent, daytime or evening. Centaurus has cinnamon, of course tobacco like I just said, vanilla, cardamom, pink pepper, sandalwood, benzoin, tonka. Just an excellent release. Same bottle style as this one, obviously, just with this red color scheme. I think that is great. If you want Centaurus on the cheap, that. And that means number 1 is actually, as of this video, their newest release. It's this Pacific Aura, which has really nothing to do with Pacific outside of it shares a name. So the bottle style is upgraded nowadays. These original ones were a little bit plainer. Nowadays they say Rayhaan on the side and the calligraphy is actually part of the bottle instead of just being painted on. Oh, and the cap, magnetic. So Pacific Aura is Pacific Chill, which I guess makes more sense with the name than having one that smells Hawaii, Invictus-y. That one still works, don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about naming conventions, right? So Pacific Aura, also upgraded atomizer, nice. Really, really good straight out of the box and gets better as time goes on. Extremely brisk, bright, a little bit tart, sweet, fresh. It is a fantastically done alternative to Pacific Chill. And a lot of Rayhaan clones are that type of clone where they're trying to do one-to-one for the most part. Some clone brands are not that type. They'll try to do like similar, but with a big twist, a big change. Rayhaan, a lot of the times, at least the ones that I've smelled, they are a little bit closer to being one-to-one. And so if you're looking for something that's like very close to Pacific Chill without trying to twist and change and do all that stuff, this one right here, absolutely amazing. I know we're kind of coming in toward the end of summer in the Northern Hemisphere, but this stuff right here, you can wear pretty much year round. So good. Just really absolutely killer. So these 4 right here, these are must-owns. And then basically like these right here are all really solid depending on what you're looking for. And these right here exist. Bruh. They physically exist. So good job. All right, guys, that will do it for me today. Thank you for hanging with me. They do have some new ones coming out that I don't have yet, so we'll see when those come out, how good they are. I'll let you guys know. Valhalla and Icarus, I think is the other one. Icarus flew too close to the sun. Oh no, my God. But for now, this will have to do. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.